Welcome to 3-Act Structure Explained, where we prove that every movie is secretly the same movie. This time, we're looking at Pixar's Hoppers. Ready? Go! In Act 1, we meet Mabel. She cares a whole lot about animals and the environment. She's got a bit of an anger management problem, though. When humans mistreat nature, she gets so mad she can't think straight. She doesn't know how to pick her battles.
But Dr. Sam, we're running out of time.
My dear, you won't be in college forever. You need a plan for the future.
But what about the Glade's future?
Her grandmother tried to help her stay calm when she was a kid, in a peaceful glade full of beavers. But now, the city, and Mayor Jerry, are trying to build an overpass on top of it. They're allowed to because all the animals have left. Naturally, Mabel's going to do everything she can to protect it. But in the inciting incident, Mabel finds out that her college professor invented technology to put human brains into the bodies of robot animals. Hoppers, she calls it.
Oh, that's why they call it that.
It's strictly for research purposes, but Mabel uses it without permission so she can convince the beavers to come back to the glade. In Act 2, Mabel dives into the animal kingdom and discovers that they all have a system of government. She finds a settlement built as a haven for animals who lost their homes, run by the beaver King George. She tries to convince him to come back to the glade. George is the opposite of Mabel in a lot of ways. He's easygoing and thinks every being deserves to share the world, even humans. Mabel thinks he's naive and can't understand why he's not as angry as she is.
Animal homes, human homes, they're all just one big place.
George, no. Humans just don't see it that way. They want it all to themselves, and they don't care about you or anyone else.
Mabel figures out that all the animals left the glade because Mayor Jerry put up a speaker to drive the animals out with a sound only they can hear. Mabel destroys it, but Jerry puts up a bunch more. This won't be so easy. In the midpoint, she has George call a meeting of all the other animal kings to get them to fight back against the humans. But things go sideways real fast. The other kings decide to kill Jerry. That wasn't the plan. And when Mabel tries to argue, she accidentally squishes the insect queen. So now they're enemies of all the other animals. Just like always, Mabel rushes in to fight injustice and made things worse. Now in the second half of Act 2, Mabel and friends have to protect Jerry from an army of killer animals. They do save him from a shark attack, but when she tells Jerry to stop building the overpass to save his own life, he still refuses. Mabel gets so mad that she gives away his location. Right after this, her professor catches up to her and puts her back in her human body, which is terrifying for King George. Then they're all overrun and captured by the animals. With the animals now knowing about Hoppers, the new insect king forces them to put his brain in the body of a robot Jerry. He's going to use the noise-making technology to kill all the humans in town at Jerry's rally. And George is going along with it, feeling betrayed by Mabel's lies. This is the all is lost moment. This makes Mabel finally understand how her actions have been hurting people. She takes time to calm herself, think, and come up with a plan. She makes peace with Jerry, at least temporarily, so they can save the rally.
It's hard to be mad when you feel like you're part of something big.
What are we a part of?
Everything. We're all in this together.
In the climax, Mabel goes to the rally and reaches out to the animals with empathy. This doesn't convince the Insect King, and they have to fight to destroy his human robot body. In doing so, they accidentally start a fire that threatens the glade and the city. The other animals, moved by her speech, stop the fire by knocking down the dam that protected their settlement. In the resolution, Jerry cancels the highway development and helps clean up the damage done by the fire, and Mabel takes a job with her professor. Ultimately, the glade is still standing, but she now understands that one glade isn't all that matters.
Beaver.
So, what did the characters learn from this, and what can we learn? Here are the major themes of the story. Anger. Righteous rage against injustice is a useful tool, but only if it's properly channeled. You need to pick your battles and not try to fix everything at once. Impulsiveness. rushing into a problem without a clear plan will probably just make it worse. Stop and think before you act. And community. The world belongs to all creatures, and what that means is you should respect what everyone wants, even if some people want things that suck.
Animal homes, human homes,
They're all just one big place.
Click the card on the left to see how another movie follows 3-act structure. Click the card on the right for a full explanation of what 3-act structure is and how it works. Subscribe if you like these videos and want to see more. And leave a comment if there's a movie you want to see the channel talk about next.